Saw the top 5 boxing purses just a minute ago, and now a little more boxing as Sugar Ray Leonard never intended to turn pro. He would have rather gone to college after winning his gold medal in the Montreal Olympics, but financial circumstances dictated otherwise. And what a pro career he's had, making close to $70 million. Tomorrow he fights Roberto Duran, and this fight isn't all about money. It's about avenging the only loss in his career.
Ray Charles Leonard, named after this man, has been in the headlines, in our television set, and our mindset for more than 13 years. From the Olympics, where he first flashed that charismatic smile, to some of boxing's biggest events of the decade. Duran 1. Duran 2. Hearns 1. Hearns 2. His retirements.
But unfortunately, it'll never happen. Thank you, and God bless you all. Thank you.
His comebacks. Marvin Hagler. Sugar Ray Leonard is one of the most recognizable faces in the world. He has grown up in front of all of us. He's 33 years old now, a golden age in his line of work.
I think age makes you mature, but then again, age also makes you more settled. And time means much more to me now. I mean, little things mean much more to me now than they used to be in the past. I mean, I like my time now. I like spending time with my kids. In fact, my kids, he's coming today. I like that. I like spending that kind of time, that quality time, that precious time. And that's my time, and I deserve that.
Leonard's last performance against Thomas Hearns is something he attributes simply to an off night. But was it? Or has age caught up to Sugar Ray Leonard?
Because of the nature of my career, and because everything that I do in the ring, a lot of emphasis is placed on my age, that's when it's kind of mind-boggling, because you say, well, if when he was 26, he would have beat Tom Hearns in a heartbeat. Now he's 33, man, he couldn't get up for the fight, and Tommy knocked him down twice and became a controversial draw. Those things there, I don't even think about it.
Ray Leonard is dead serious about uno mas. If he has any desire to continue his seniors boxing tour into the 90s, he better be.
Okay, I spoke to both fighters in the dressing room. I'm cautioning you again, obey my commands at all times. Shake hands, good luck.
Richard Steele, the referee, with the final instructions. Tim Ryan with Gil Clancy and former middleweight champion of the world, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, ready now for 12 rounds for the WBC super middleweight crown held by Ray Leonard. The crowd about evenly divided by the best my ears can say. There are a lot of Duran fans here as expected, and a good contingent of Leonard fans. We'll find out who cheers the loudest as the fight progresses. Round number 1.
I think we're going to see this plan of Ray Leonard's moving side to side, trying to frustrate Roberto Duran the way he did in the second fight. And when he gets the opportunity, he will throw punches. So that leg, those legs are going to hope that they carry him through this fight.
Sugar Ray Leonard down twice in the draw against Tommy Hearns, his last outing. Duran knocked down Iran Barkley en route to a 12-round decision.
Well, they're both faking each other, faking the punches, both trying to pull each other out right now. Neither one of them is trying to get careless from the first.
Duran throws that jab out, but he doesn't really try to hit anything. It's just like a rangefinder, waiting to see what you're going to do. Then he looks to nail you with the second punch.
Well, Leonard just landed a nice left hand. That was the first punch of the fight right now.
Well, you're going to see Ray doing a lot of this, covering this big ring, side to side.
21 feet inside the ropes of this ring. He's using all of it in this first round. Good jab by Leonard.
Duran looks very good. He looks in good shape.
Looks in good shape, but he hasn't landed a punch as yet.
Well, that one there, the first. The right hand to the side of Leonard's head. A good left back from Leonard.
Well, I think that the people must admit that it's good to see him back in here to regain himself.
Both guys in good condition.
Left to the body by Duran. Combination scored by Leonard.
Well, that's what you're going to see from Ray Leonard. And you notice he's using that jab the way he did in the second fight, Tim. According to the punch stat, he used it twice as much in the second fight as he did in the first. So I think you're going to see him working off that jab.
Well, you know, Duran has a very quick right hand himself, so
Yes,
Leonard
he does.
can't be stationary too long.
Nice right hand by Leonard.
They both want to end this fight early.
Tremendous concentration by Leonard here in this first round. Continuation of what he said that has been the primary means of training for this bout. Concentration.
Tim, I would say concentration by both fighters.
Body shot from Leonard, the best of that exchange.
Leonard's trying to frustrate him again already from the start.
End of round one. Temperatures here in the 40s at fight time in Las Vegas. Round number 2, scheduled for 12.
Well, Duran is really going to have to take it to Leonard.
Well, what Ray is going to look to do, lull him to sleep a little bit, side to side, get in, hit him with good combinations, and then get back out again.
Duran surely is expecting this attack, though, gentlemen. He cannot be surprised.
No question about it.
So his question, the question about Duran then is, how patient can he be? How effectively can he cut off the ring?
Well, you can see he's trying to cut the ring off now on Leonard, you know? And that's the smart thing to do. But as you know, you cannot let Leonard get the lead in the beginning of the fights. So I would suspect that Duran would have to throw some punches.
Right hand lead landed by Leonard, a counter return by Duran.
The main thing which I worry about, by Duran getting down to 158, he didn't zap it in his energy. And we'll find out in the late rounds. This fight here, they both play the same games. Duran is like that also.
Duran getting a little more range counter-punching and lands a good right to the body.
Duran has always been known as a good body puncher anyway.
Well, he is getting the range a little bit now, Tim. A little low by Roberto.
Left hook lead scored by Leonard before the low blow return.
Well, like I said, both of these guys, there's no difference in them because they both know each other.
Ray is trying to feel his legs under him.
Now Ray, for the first time starting to smile, looked a little more confident, a little more relaxed.
Yeah, well, that's the same thing he did against Tommy, and next thing you know, he went down.
And now a little of a return to New Orleans stuff.
He's working on Roberto's mind right now.
So far,
Hey, there we go. He's working on Roberto's mind.
the first bolo move.
Polo move and then followed by the jab. That's what he did in the second fight. Here he is side to side again. And Roberto hasn't changed his pattern one bit.
Well, I think Roberto knows that he's got to get Leonard to come to him on the throw punches.
But now when they got into a punching exchange, Leonard was able to out-punch him and then get out.
Get out. And this is where Duran has to follow him back and continue to throw punches. This is what Duran is trying to do.
Round number 3. We've scored the first 2 for Leonard. The second one a little more convincingly than the first.
Duran, he looks a little tight. first 2 rounds, he looked tight.
Duran looks like Duran.
He looks like Duran right now.
This is exactly the way he fought Ray Leonard both times. He doesn't rely on a good snappy jab, just pushes it out, waits for something to happen, and then tries to counter.
Yes. But every time when they ended the round, he would shake his arm. He's still not loose yet.
Roberto is going to have to nail Ray with a big punch, slow him down a little bit.
Counter right by Duran, and then Leonard ties him up.
I believe that Ray feels that he's a lot stronger this time than when he was the first 2 times.
Left caught Duran leaning.
And the difference between Leonard fighting a Duran and a Tommy Hearns is that Tommy Hearns was a big, tall guy. And when he thought he was out of Tommy's range a couple of times, that's when he got nailed. But Roberto was a short guy, so he just keeps Roberto where he wants him, and Roberto just can't quite reach him. Not up to this point, anyhow.
Ray has said privately that he's welcome to be glad to be boxing a smaller man for the first time in his last 3 bouts. Hagler, Lalonde, Hearns. Right hand lead landed, but he paid for it with a right return from Duran.
But Duran is watching very, very good. He's not trying to make any mistakes, and then he's waiting for Leonard to punch so he can counter.
Leonard quickly off the ropes.
After another round of this, they'll go right back into the first 2 fights. No difference in the styles.
Well, Pepe Correa in Leonard's corner said try to nail him to the body. Doesn't like those body shots. That could be for taking all that weight off in a hurry.
Well, what's funny, they've both been, well, Leonard's been knocked down twice, and Duran's been knocked out. So they both should have some kind of confidence that knowing that one of them can go.
And Leonard nailed him, and Roberto just shook his head, which is an old Latin trick.
Yeah, well, Duran, when he's in the inside, he's fighting kind of sloppy. His timing is off a little bit.
Leonard's concentration is just great in this fight. A thinking man's fighter. That's Ray Leonard.
Final seconds, round 3, and there's the little nostalgia from New Orleans.
If he keeps this up, he's going to drive Duran crazy.
That may be the idea. Round number 4, scheduled for 12.
Leonard's corner told him not to go get cocky on him now.
Yeah, they said save the macho stuff for later in the fight. They expect Duran to wind down.
Well, this is the time that Leonard's going to do anything to get Duran now, because Duran might start to loosen up.
He can't get near Ray Leonard. Ray is keeping Duran exactly where he wants him. That's what Duran does. He doesn't snap a jab out. He just paws with the left hand.
Yes, but now I can read it that Leonard's trying to catch, going to read that right hand. He's going to throw the right hand over top of that left jab.
Well, that's if he wants to take that chance, Marv, because Duran keeps that right hand of his cocked. That's what he's waiting for you to do.
But Duran is letting Leonard rough him up. Also, when they get in tight.
Low blow from Leonard. First connecting jab from Duran, not much on it.
Leonard's fought him before, so he kind of felt very comfortable in there.
No damage. Inside now, Leonard with an uppercut.
Leonard has to keep using that left jab. He can't forget the jab. Now he's moving around. He's not snapping that jab out. There's a good jab.
Well, Leonard's trying to use psychology and the movement. He's trying to put all these things together right now against Duran. And he's got Duran hesitating.
Right hand by Duran.
Started it with a left hook and landed the right behind it.
Duran has to get closer.
Really bang heads in there, both trying to get close.
Duran has to show that he's just as strong as Leonard.
Ray Leonard, a lot of dancing in these early rounds. It has to be a question as to how long he can keep that up.
Well, there's a moment of truth in every fight, Tim. Eventually, they're going to settle down.
Leonard's mouth is bleeding at the moment.
There is some blood on the lower lip. It may be that his teeth were driven into the front of his mouth.
And it also could be a head.
And it is bothering Ray Leonard. There's no question about that.
Good jab to finish the round. Richie Sandoval, what were they telling Duran?
They're telling Roberto to put more pressure and then come out with the right hand. You know, lead off with the right.
Into round number 5.
You know, this may help. The fact that Leonard is bleeding may help Duran psychologically, because Leonard was playing games with his mind, but now Roberto sees that there is some damage to Ray Leonard. Might give him a little pep.
Well, you know what's bad, though? Leonard's getting away with a lot of dirty tactics right now by putting the arms down on Roberto's head every time he gets in close, and the referee is not seeing it. That's the old Ali's tricks.
And in Leonard's corner, they complained to the referee that Duran butted him. That's what caused that cut inside his mouth.
Well, I think it may well have, but as I recall the incident, both heads came together. I don't think there was any intention at all.
Oh, no, absolutely
an intentional butt.
Well, Duran is definitely trying to put the pressure on Leonard now.
Again, Bob, there's going to be some time in this fight when they're going to settle down and fight. Then we'll see. Meanwhile, Leonard can steal these now, and the blood is streaming out of Leonard's mouth right now.
And it is probably bothering Leonard right now.
Leonard is going to have to get a little bit more aggressive. He's moving around. And now he threw a big right here, but missed by a mile. He has to remember that left jab. That's Leonard's key weapon right at the moment.
Richard Steele warning Duran for hitting on the break, and now stopping time to have Tate prepare on the left glove of Ray Leonard.
Okay. Tim, we were talking about the crowd reaction. I think the crowd right now has been swayed to Roberto Duran's side. A lot of booing that time when referee Richard Steele stopped it.
Well, Leonard now, you know he will settle down now, because now he's started to try to punch, but he's the bigger man.
Leonard is a pretty tough kid. Gets right down to the nitty-gritty. I expect Ray to stay in there and throw those combinations. Now you can hear the crowd again. Duran.
Duran can want this here fight too much. That it tightens you up.
Very little offensive movement on Ray Leonard's part at the moment.
Well, and Duran, for his part, has been very patient during the first 4 rounds, it seems to me, expecting what he's seeing and letting Ray circle and move.
Well, Duran's been looked like he's been concentrating more on the body. And as again, you can see both guys are missing shots that they never would have missed before.
Well, 38 and 33 will do that to you, Marvin. End of round number 5.
I think Duran hates him too much.
Let's go back into the 4th round, and we'll see where we believe the contact occurred that caused the cut inside Leonard's lip. See, they both go in together, and that's a pretty good smack there. No question that that's where it occurred, driving Ray's mouth into his teeth.
Right now, Tim, with the WBC rules, if Richard Steele did not rule out a butt, if Ray has to stop it, they have to stop the fight because of this cut. He's going to be the loser, unless Richard Steele said, yes, it was caused by a butt, and I don't think he did. There it is again. That's a vicious butt, and again, not intentional on Roberto Duran's part, as far as I'm concerned.
Well, you know, I like to say, you know, in New Jersey, they have to wear gloves now because of the AIDS thing. And look at him putting his fingers in the Ray's mouth.
Well, we're in Nevada. That's one difference.
I'll tell you one thing.
That rule, great idea.
That rule from Jersey would work good tonight because then their hands would stay warm because it's cold.
Eddie Aliano having to do work on the mouth of Ray Leonard. We're into round 6, scheduled for 12.
And for the first time, really, Duran got the range with a jab.
Well, I think maybe the blood coming out of Leonard's mouth can help. You see?
There's Leonard. Took a left, but he slipped as the flow landed.
Ray is going to have to get back and do a little more offensively. He's letting Duran pull him around, chase him around the ring.
Duran wants this more than anything, and you could feel it. You see it in his eyes.
Duran, they're really trying to close him to the corner. Ray tied him up effectively.
He wants to knock Ray out. But you can't do it one shot.
Ray is very, very hesitant. I think he's very conscious of that cut lip.
Yeah, it's bothering him.
Protect yourself, protect yourself, protect yourself.
Look at the hole behind the head.
A warning from Richard Steele for that.
Well, he also told Duran, protect yourself at all times.
This part of the ring, Leonard always seems like he has a little
Good left hook by Ray Leonard. Good left hook counter.
Right hand lead landed by Leonard. Duran ties him up.
He's going to have to start throwing some punches, Tim. See, Leonard, it's you know, Duran is pressing Leonard, but every time Leonard feints, Duran stops. I mean, he's not exactly the most aggressive guy in the world. He's giving the impression that he is.
And to the left of the body. Leonard circled out of the corner easily. Now Duran sits in there, hoping to
nice combination by Leonard. Good left hook.
Good left hook. Good right
other left. So Duran gambled there and lost, and now Leonard picks up the pace. A good left and a right behind it.
And he thinks he has Duran hurt. Well, I told you, Tim, that he's settled down eventually, and he has.
Duran trying to tie him up.
This is what Duran wants to fight, but he's not doing nothing. This is the right way to fight, Leonard. Now you give Leonard this much rest back.
Right hand by Leonard. A left to the body. Counter from Duran. That got Ray's attention.
He nailed Duran with another right hand.
And then the bolo here, punching on the break. And a right hand lead
by Leonard. And Duran is not punching back.
A smile from Duran will not get it done. End of round 6.
I believe that no mask really affected Duran.
Carlos Hibbert yelling at referee Steele, who did warn Leonard. Now, Richie Sandoval, what did they tell Duran?
Hibbert was yelling at Roberto, telling him, come on, we're behind right now. We're way behind right now. We got to get going. We got to get something started.
Well, Hibbert agrees with us. We've got Leonard comfortably ahead at this point into round 7.
I think Duran is not fighting the fight that he really wants to.
Very half-hearted left hook to the body by Roberto Duran.
Tim Ryan with Gil Clancy, Marvelous Marvin Hagler, former bantamweight champion of the world Richie Sandoval, helping us with the Spanish translation.
So far, this fight has gone exactly the way Ray Leonard planned it. Frustrate him, score points. When you catch him off, nail him with a couple of good punches.
He's letting Ray do just what he wants to do out there.
Do you notice every time Leonard feints, Duran stops. So he's not really the aggressor that you think he is.
Right, and then Leonard will come over with a quick punch.
Has Duran exactly where he wants him, right in the range that he wants him at the moment.
You wonder now if Duran wondered if he's getting old.
Well, you know, you can get old all of a sudden in there, Marv.
Of course you can.
And again, he took all that weight off in a hurry. Nobody to blame for that but himself.
No, the money.
It's half-hearted punches by Roberto Duran at the moment. Maybe he's trying to lull Ray Leonard to sleep.
It appears that Eddie Aliano, the cut man, has done a good job in stopping the flow of blood inside the mouth of Ray Leonard. None apparent here in round 7.
Well, Eddie Aliano is one of the best in the business.
Well, Leonard gets in trouble now when he stops in that. He stays there too long. You know, and he gets tapped on the chin. His leg begins to wobble a little bit now.
Good left hook by Leonard.
Duran is throwing half-hearted punches now, Tim. Do you notice that?
Maybe he don't want
Yes, he's landing them, but without a lot of sting, and now we must question the stamina factor of how much strength was given up in getting down to the weight.
That was a nice sucker punch in there. He drove him in, caught Leonard with a nice left hook.
All a jab by Duran. Now a little blood again from the mouth of Ray Leonard.
Right here is where you shouldn't let Leonard get that rest.
Duran throw one punch and grab, and Leonard out punches him again.
Good combination by Leonard, snapping the head back of Duran. Sneak right fell short. Final seconds of round 7.
Duran is progressively looking older, Tim.
Yeah.
Round number 8, scheduled for 12. Ray Leonard remarked after the first fight in Montreal that the eyes of Roberto Duran reminded him of Charles Manson, a scary character of that era, now still in jail for a mass murder. But Roberto Duran, as Gil pointed out, showing the age as one would expect he would at age 38, but he summoned up quite a lot at age 37 against Barkley.
Big right hand by Sugar Ray Leonard. Caught Roberto coming in,
and right then, that's when Duran should have jumped back in the fight. He's losing the fight now because he's getting tagged and he's letting Leonard build up his confidence.
Tell you, Marv, after Ray landed that right hand, I looked at the canvas to see if Roberto was down. Didn't wobble. Nothing happened except he just doesn't have any fire, Roberto.
It just seems like Roberto really don't want to be in there now.
Which is hard to believe. Those eyes are not there that Ray Leonard described. And yet to hear Duran in preparation for this fight, it meant everything to him. The redemption from New Orleans. The infamous no mas.
Again, Tim, the only shot Roberto Duran has in this fight is to land a good, solid punch and really hurt Ray Leonard. He's got no chance to win a decision, in my opinion.
Duran tries to grab with the left hand to see whether he's going to punch or not. By him standing there, hesitating, Leonard is punching and moving. He should jump on Leonard. He stopped cutting the ring off.
The thing that's keeping him from jumping on him is every time Ray feints a punch, Duran stops.
But he's not cutting the ring off on Ray at all.
He gets him in front of him, Bob, but what happens, again, he respects Ray's punching power. There's another right hand by Ray Leonard. He just has Roberto Duran's number tonight.
Yeah, he's fought him before. They know each other.
We're in the 8th round.
Now, why did Duran stop? Why did Duran stop punching right then? It seemed like he had something going.
Well, there's a 5-year difference between the two guys, 38 and 33. That could be one reason.
Leonard still cannot get careless in there. This is a big fight.
As I say, one punch could turn things around, but right now it's all Sugar Ray Leonard.
Even inside, Leonard scoring as they break.
You know, they've been watching Duran's foot. How Duran, you know, he crosses over on his feet. And that's when they try to catch him. When Leonard switches back to the other side, Duran is stuck on that side.
Leonard backs into the rope and is willing to flurry there. Got the better of it.
Well, Duran threw one punch and stopped.
I think Duran is not that strong. And he's trying to preserve some of that energy for maybe if it goes a long round.
Final seconds of the 8th, the body attack from Leonard.
Duran should not be waiting.
You know what the crowd? Huh?
hell with the crowd. The hell with the crowd. Don't let them get you moving to the point where you want to do something different. Remember my ears here. Okay, sir. Let's go. As long as I'm okay, as long as I'm leading, just say okay. You're okay, baby. All right, let's go. Just say okay. I'm okay. All right, baby. I want to chop that right hand in here, too.
More blood from that mouth, Tim, coming out of the corner than at any time since early in the fight. That's strange.
Ray Leonard, I think, knows, as he should, that he's ahead, the way we see it.
The top.
Made some comment about the hell with the crowd. I guess the suggestion being made that he should try to do more than he has, but he's so much in control of this fight. I think he's wisely saying, I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing. Now Duran, planning there, lands a combination of the body.
That was the best punches that Duran has thrown all night. If Duran should be concentrating more on Leonard's body, he's concentrating on his head.
And there's Ray in and out, side to side.
He knows that Duran is slow, and I'm surprised that Duran has not used that quick right hand. Wait for Leonard's jab and then shoot the right hand like that. More to the body, Duran should be going. Keeping that left hand up a little higher for Ray's right hand.
But again, it's Leonard leading, landing punches and escaping. That's getting some boos from Duran fans.
Yeah, but now Leonard's starting to listen to the crowd. Where he said he wasn't going to listen to the crowd, he started getting flat-footed again.
You know, Marv, you mentioned that Duran may be trying to conserve energy. We're into the 9th round. What is he saving it for?
I believe he's got a lot of pressure. Anything works for you when you have your family here, like his wife and his mother here.
But you said he's trying to conserve energy. It looks to me like he's conserving it for the senior prom.
Well, the fight's not over yet.
Well, he's so far behind, he's going to have to score a knockout.
But I think that's maybe what he's looking for. But that's when you know when you look for a knockout, sometimes it never comes. You keep holding it all night.
But he's not going to score it, Marv, unless he starts throwing some punches.
He's got to go to the body. He's got to put more pressure, cut the ring off of Leonard, and go right to the body.
Again, Ray is just staying out of his punching range. Just can't reach Ray.
You got to make him fight you.
Leonard for 33, showing excellent stamina to this point.
Stamina and speed. Look at that left hand. Look where his left hand is, down around his knee.
And every time Duran leans back, he comes forward, and that's when Leonard hits him with the right hand. Watch Duran when he tries to get out of the way. See, there you go. That's it. Because Duran is rocking.
Well, what he does is Leonard puts you to sleep, then nails you with a few punches, wins the round, and that's all he has. There he is again.
Now Leonard driving Duran back into the ropes.
Perfect fight plan for Sugar Ray Leonard.
Duran on the ropes and Leonard in command, and now draws him out as the bell ends. Round number 9.
When Leonard's against the ropes, he's got to put pressure on him and start banging. He's not doing anything. He's just staying there and stalling.
Well, his handlers are agreeing with our view at this point. We have Leonard comfortably ahead, and there is no fire in the eyes of Roberto Duran.
No, I think basically, Sister Gomez, all he wants to do is go in there again and show the people if he lasts the distance, that he went in there again and he regained a little bit of something back.
I don't agree with that, Marvin. I think he thought he could win this fight, but Leonard has discouraged him.
And Leonard is banging him right hands to the ribs, and there's that left hook after showing him the right hand.
Maybe there's the age factor.
Whatever it is, Roberto Duran, and there it is again. Ray is just defying him with that right hand.
Come on, work it, get out.
Ray Leonard, who loves the challenges, loves to beat the experts. Those who criticize the performance, and rightfully so, against Tommy Hearns, all it did was drive him to what he's doing right now. Excelling one more time.
Well, I give Leonard a lot of credit for his game plan, but I can't understand Roberto Duran wants this so bad. Why is it not a better fight?
Well, as you said, he was trying to conserve energy. I can't figure out what he's conserving the energy for.
Punch it out there, punch it out. Come on.
Well, Gil, like you said, maybe it's too late now, but you know, again, it only takes one punch.
Well, that's it. And there's that right hand again.
That's the punch that Leonard's corner was teaching him to throw.
Again, Roberto's not going to land the big punch unless he takes chances. He's going to have to take chances and try to reach for him. Take a chance of maybe getting nailed, but he's going to have to throw some punches.
He doesn't have it.
Come on, work it.
All that
That's the answer.
Okay, let's be honest.
Nice double left hook by Sugar Ray Leonard.
We're in the 10th round, scheduled for 12. Sugar Ray Leonard's title at stake. A right-hand lead by Duran landed. Didn't bother Leonard.
Yeah, but he should throw more of those. Just throw him. What he's got to lose?
You know, Sugar Ray Leonard had some tough sparring partners. Engels Pedrosa, one of the best young punchers around. So he's prepared for guys who can throw punches.
You have to wonder whether or not Roberto Duran wants this fight.
Duran just can't get off, Bob. He just can't get off. Can't get off. And the crowd is reacting.
And Leonard, that's where Leonard wants to keep him.
Combination landed by Duran, but Leonard just fired back on his own, scored just as well. Now Ray's eyes wide open there. There's a lot of confidence showing through. He took a couple of shots from Duran. They didn't seem to disturb him in any way.
Takes chances, Ray. Way ahead in the fight and really reached with that right hand.
He wants to come right at him now. Take him out of here.
Couple of extra shots after the bell by both fighters. The end of round number 10.
I know Sugar Ray Leonard pretty well. He's way ahead in this fight. He doesn't have to take a chance. I think he may go out and do something spectacular in these next 2 rounds.
I agree with you, Gil. I think he is a man of the moment. He loves the spotlight. He loves the stage. He loves to gamble and risk.
I mean, all he has to do now is feint, jab, and walk around the ring for 2 rounds, and he's got it won. But I don't think he'll be satisfied with that.
Well, Duran's face don't look like he really wants to win the fight.
No,
you can see in the fighter's face.
He's discouraged, Marv.
Work it, get out of there. Work.
He looked like a 38-year-old man just then. Very good concentration on Ray Leonard's part. He's sticking right to that fight plan.
And still excellent movement. Here we are into 11 rounds. After all, he's 33. His legs were questioned after the Hearns fight, and yet he has been moving constantly through 10.
Side to side, side to side.
Because Roberto, he's keeping Roberto off balance when he goes to the right.
And when they do get on the inside, it's Leonard with all of the firepower.
And that should be where Roberto Duran wants to be.
Oh, if he can't beat him inside, Marv, he sure as heck, he's not going to outbox him.
You know it.
To this point, a masterful performance by Sugar Ray Leonard. And a disappointing one from Roberto Duran. Well, mainly in terms of the lack of fire, let alone firepower.
I thought I'd see a little more out of Ray Leonard this round, Tim. He's winning the round, but again, as they told him to forget the crowd, just win the fight.
I can't believe why Duran is not moving his head to the side. He's moving it straight back.
Duran has nothing right at the moment, Marv. Yes, Ray's playing now.
Some of the showboat from Ray, who certainly can feel safe at this stage based on what's occurred so far.
Well, the fight's not over yet, and you can't get too overconfident.
Ooh, big right hand by Leonard.
By Duran, and Leonard's eye is cut.
Rocked Duran, and they clashed heads again.
That was the hardest shot that Duran threw.
I think it was a good right hand by Duran.
And that's what he was saving for,
I think so. They both landed, and the most damaging one clearly was by Duran. Just after Marvin Hagler said the fight isn't over yet.
And now they should perk Duran up to go after the eye.
Well, end of round 11.
That's what Duran been looking for all night.
They threw right hands simultaneously, and I think you guys are right that it was the blow, but their heads did come close together.
Take a look, Ray.
But now, Ray Leonard, they're telling him no problem.
Yeah, that's all right. What about
I think he might have hurt his hand, Duran.
Stay inside. Stay inside. Go back inside, baby. Don't need for that. Speed up. And again. You got it? Yeah.
Okay. Got the left hand up now. Protect that eye.
No, run. Run to hold.
All right, Eddie Aliana working on the cut on the left eyelid. Let's see it.
Let's take a look at this exchange of right hands. Leonard's right on the eye, Tim. It was a right hand by Roberto Duran that opened that cut.
And you saw a big right hand by Ray Leonard that buckled the legs of Duran. But the damage done by Duran to the left eye of Leonard, final round.
You have to worry now whether that blood would bother him in this last round.
One of the best cutmen in the business, Eddie Aliano, has got that Atavine shoved in there, and there's still blood coming down Ray Leonard's cheek. But again, he's just about safely home as far as I'm concerned. If anything should encourage Duran, it should be right now.
Right now, he should be right after him.
You know, after he cut Leonard's eye last round, he never threw another punch. He just kept stalking him the way he's been doing all fight.
Right now, he should be cutting that ring, put a little bit more pressure on.
No punches from Roberto Duran.
Blood from the mouth of Ray Leonard and from the eye cut in round 11.
You know, Tim, if you look at both of these guys when the fight's over, you think that Duran won the fight.
Duran, I don't know what Duran... I think the blood is starting to bother Ray a little bit, and he might get a little careless in there and start the fight, worrying about the eye, which maybe he can't see.
Judges are Jerry Roth from Las Vegas, Joe Cortez from New Jersey, Bob Logis from Belgium. And if this goes the distance, it'll be in their hands. As we see it, Leonard is comfortably ahead to this point. But suddenly this damage to the face of Ray Leonard.
Well, Tim, they're not going to stop the fight in the last round of a title fight. As far as I'm concerned, this fight's over.
Yeah, right now,
I'm going out on a limb saying that. But
right now, Duran should be right after him.
But he just keeps... Duran's used the same pattern for the entire fight. No change of strategy.
What's Duran waiting for?
Well, one would think he'd just bull rush in here. That's his only chance.
You know that Leonard's just trying to beat that clock up.
Tried it there, and Leonard escaped easily.
And the crowd doesn't like it, Tim. Now Ray's moving around with his hands down.
Switching from southpaw to right-handed.
And Duran is mugging. Duran should be punching, not mugging.
Leonard was the heavy favorite coming into this bout, and most of the boxing experts picked him to win. Some went with Duran. To this point in the bout, he has excelled, I think, even the expectations of all those who thought he should win the fight.
Well, this fight's going to be over.
Final seconds. That's it. Duran raising his hands. I'm not sure what for, but Ray Leonard,
well, Tim,
in the arms of his handlers.
We have Leonard comfortably ahead in the fight. No question in my mind that he won it. I guarantee you the judges scoring we were a lot closer than ours.
Well, I think you're no doubt right, and we'll find out shortly.
I felt Ray won the fight.
Marvin Hagler and Gil Clancy and Tim Ryan all think that Ray Leonard has won the fight.
All right, now let's go up to ring announcer Michael Buffer for the decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, here's the official scoring. Jerry Roth scores the bout 119 to 109. Joe Cortez scores it 116 to 111. And Bob Logis scores the bout 120 to 110 for the winner by unanimous decision. and still WBC Super Middleweight Champion of the World, Sugar Ray Leonard.
Before the fight, they were saying uno mas. After watching it, I'll tell you in particular for Duran in the future, it should definitely be no mas. Still with boxing next Saturday, more boxing.